want to know what the real nightmare is? Having to live in a world where women are so adverse to hugs, back rubs, and blanket covering, but are perfectly fine with being pushed around, forced into labor that literally makes them vomit, and demeaned as property by people like Mings of the Fire Emblem and Advance Wars communities. Oh, but don't worry, I wouldn't know of such a world. What are you talking about? That would require the world we live in to suck as it stands. MKDH here. Last time we handled the power outage, which I wouldn't have split into two parts, but Yakuza Alien wanted to be a master rank cheater like Rustle Alien is, leaving me surprised that I had actually beaten him 4 times in nearly 80 recording attempts. The insult is that the stuff after Yakuza Alien is easy. The problem is my focus and being shot after every attempt getting past Yakuza Alien, and I saw the cheating after the third success getting past him in the first place. But that's in the past. We must look into the future, and that future, well, hopefully will be better. Hopefully. So yeah. First up, navigation room. What? Restored function last not being functionality? More than expected. Even so, continue to avoid the Samus Returns. It too may be stronger. Wait, what? And you still lack a few abilities crucial to survival. Wait a second. More trouble. Hold on. I've isolated the cause. There's been an explosion in the ARC data room. Samus, go to Sector 5. Wait, Sector 5? Oh no. Are we going to have to deal with the room with the Zealous at the start again? Oh my god, that and the Zealous climb. Yes it is. Please tell me when you get that. Damage is penetrating. Find out what's causing it. Very well. Going up. And we're back in the main deck, and there's something I will want to showcase later in an extra that you may remember a little something that, well, I'll showcase it in the extra. For now, let's go to Sector 5. Sector 5 ARC. In the navigation room, let's see what's going on. It's gotten worse. The damage seems to have been caused by a creature kept here by the researchers, who named it the Nightmare. Nightmare? Are you talking about that monster in Metroid Other M that played dead and didn't think to make use of the opportunity to ambush Samus while she was busy being shot in the back by a trusted ally in a precarious situation? You gotta be kidding me. Apparently it was a biomechanical organism designed for military applications. Yeah, of course. It possesses uncommon power and can manipulate gravity. We must assume that it become an exotope. We have no choice. You must fight it and defeat it. I can't confirm the location. Is your objective clear? Yes, it is. This thing is out of control. Hurry before it destroys the entire station. Of course. Yeah, and of course I'll be doing the usual refresh, so yeah, I'll be right back. It's time to start hunting down Nightmare, and yeah, that means going through ARC, and of course this starts with the Zealous. Yeah, I learned to shoot the top one, thankfully, so as to keep it from shooting out its shots and creating compromise. Stress relief, and that's going to be much needed, because it's like, where to go? This place. So as we can see, ARC is trash though, and nice and Indian plasma beam. But as I think, ARC is trashed, and that includes the sub-zero temperature rooms, and the temperature control is destroyed, so the room is flooded now thanks to the ice melting. And yeah, the data room is totaled. Thanks, Nightmare. Thank you very much. just gotta be mindful of the dealers and the get abysses. This room is evil, and so's the one right after. Yeah, I have to slip by that space pirate, otherwise it snipes you off. And yeah, that second space pirate is sneaky too. It can snipe you off as well. So. Oh, and yeah, aquatic pirates are basically space pirates that can swim around. And they'll charge at you if given a chance, or shoot at you, take your pick. That one, I did a short hop shot him to take care of him before he could do anything. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the incredible floating Ketibus. Well, it's not floating anymore, but yeah. A moment of humor. Oh, and yeah, that save room is for convenience, believe me. Oh, and I'm using missiles on this Ghidorah because you can still use the charge beam, but I'm using missiles for convenience. Oh, and showcasing how to get to the CE tank, because if you take the direct path, yeah, fake flooring that drops you off here. What the heck? Oh my god, it's the thing that has its backstory piece Samus owned it while deliberately holding back because of a stupid mechanic! Here's Nightmare! Yeah, Nightmare's first phase basically has them fire 6 lasers, bait them around. Also be mindful of where Nightmare is when you finish the phase, because he will correct his movement in the phase transition, and during that, he can still fire off his 6 lasers. Obviously, he switched to his bottom 2 lasers, but that's gameplay balancing, because while the spring ball isn't disabled by the gravity does mess with your mobility, your floaty air, your high jump is disabled, and oh my god. And your space jump is disabled. But oddly, your spring ball is not disabled, as I displayed, for what that's worth. Oh, it's nice. That means we're on the third phase, and this would be a pain if it weren't feasible to manipulate. Okay. Okay, this is preferable. You want to bait Nightmare into moving in a circular pattern. Clockwise is preferable to keep you. Anti-clockwise would be workable because you can just shoot while falling down, but yeah, you'd have to charge up your shots while jumping around, and that complicates things, especially if you're playing on an actual GBA or DS like I am, because your right thumb would likely be in handling the A button and the B button. Of course, if you're playing on an emulator, you'd be using a keyboard that could be where the A button and B button defaults would be handled by multiple fingers, you pirates. Anyway, and Nightmare's health is basically signified by his face. And it gets more deformed every start of his health that you knock off. Not halfway yet, I swear. Just seriously. Why are you so terrible, Nightmare? Oh, there we go. We're over halfway through. Discounting the missile barrage. The health knocked off by the missile barrage, of course. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm watching this phase to drop missiles. One, to cut down on tedium with this mess, and 2, to reduce issues with the Core X. Yeah, the Core X would seem innocuous. There isn't too much to it, but yeah, you'll see. Seriously, Nightmare, why are you so terrible? Oh right, you're a big machine. I mean, at least you don't like diaper crud. Seriously. I mean, what? That would require you to be in a game trying to be heavy-handed about themes of motherhood or some such, or Samus repeatedly saying the baby. Oh, right, I shouldn't celebrate yet because... Yeah, the X have a habit of moving away from you. There we go. Come on, you blasted thing. Oh, there we go. And it's in the red too. Yeah, that's the annoying thing there, but yeah, we dealt with the Core X, and yeah, the X gravity suit effect recovered, move really on water, and yeah, the X have a habit of moving away from you. And hey, we got a suit makeover. In fact, we had to beat Nightmare to... Oh, hold on, let's set up a speed boost first and foremost. Yeah, we do need the speed boost. Fortunately, the gravity suit lets us move freely in water, and thankfully it isn't called that gravity feature. Why? What kind of naming? I saw you try to shoot there, you pest. Get rid of you. Come on, is that enough room? Yes, it is! We're out of here! Okay, good! We're past this. Go away, Skulltera and Sitters! Okay. So saving my game. And yeah. Yeah, and we had to beat Nightmare to actually get the defensive power upgrade instead of having to first self-authorize the bloody thing after confirming somebody to be dead. Not just suspect them to be dead and use that as a basis to self-authorize a more offensive... Metroid Other M! What? I'll be right back with the extra. So we're back here right after being Nettori, and yeah, you might notice that I'm having the scary alert music play out because you did go into a navigation room and everything, and that's for convenience because yeah, we would have to go through a navigation room anyway. We'll see, but I could have gone through the reactor exit from TRO to save on time. Wait a minute. There's a direct exit to the reactor from TRO. How did that work? BSL designers, what were you thinking? Why would you have a reactor right next to your plant area? Why? Oh, and yeah, that's the navigation room we'd have to go through to get here. This steel gearing would be blocking the way to the operations deck. Once we... after restoring power to the elevator or some such. Yeah, we're able to reach the operations deck again. Escape room. Recharge room. Yeah, we can access everything again. So there's not much of a point. The data room is still off, so we can't upgrade. We can't get any upgrades from it. And this is still a level 4 security hatch. But yeah, I thought I'd showcase this stuff. So yeah, as for Nightmare, there isn't too much to say about him that I haven't already said, thankfully. That's the one advantage of Nightmare's durability, really. Well, his durability in his third phase, anyway. His first phase is a choke. I didn't even mention that you're supposed, but like I indicated, with my behavior, you're supposed to shoot at the gravity generator during the first 2 phases. It was really those space pirates that were the problem, because exploiting your lack of vision and your slow mobility, especially your lack of vision. Seriously, those cheap shots that they can pull off at times, because my goodness, yeah, you're really relying on sound to make your way around, because but anyway, of course, you might have noticed in the official timeline that we did not stop at the main navigation room of either Sector 5 or Sector 4. No, we stopped in a seemingly random save point. You'll see what that's about in the next part. Which, truthfully, might take a while. But anyway, next time we'll be back to the main timeline where we'll be escaping Sector 4 AQA. So until then, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. MKDH out. And yeah, Nightmare was more tedious than difficult anyway.